Liam was a bright young man, gifted with a sharp mind and quick wit. His teachers often praised his intelligence, and his classmates marveled at how easily he grasped complex concepts. But beneath the surface of his academic prowess lurked a fatal flaw, a lack of discipline that threatened to derail his promising future. As the days turned into weeks and months, Liam found himself constantly putting off his studies. "There's always tomorrow," he'd tell himself, convinced that his natural smarts would see him through any challenge. His phone became a constant companion, buzzing with notifications from social media and messages from friends. Hours slipped away as he scrolled through endless feeds, his mind wandering to far-off places and imaginary scenarios. When his friends spoke of their study schedules and preparation for the upcoming scholarship exam, Liam brushed off their concerns. "I've got this," he'd say with a confident smile, never realizing the dangerous path he was treading. The day of the exam arrived, and Liam walked in with his usual air of nonchalance. But as he stared at the questions before him, panic began to set in. The material he thought he knew so well suddenly seemed foreign and confusing. Time ticked away mercilessly as he struggled to recall information he had never properly studied. When the results were announced, Liam's world came crashing down. His friends celebrated their success, scholarships secured and futures bright, but Liam's name was nowhere to be found on the list of recipients. The harsh reality of his failure hit him like a ton of bricks, shattering his illusions of invincibility. In the days that followed, Liam found himself lost in a sea of regret and self-doubt. He replayed every moment of wasted time, every distraction that had led him to this point. It was then that he realized a profound truth. Intelligence alone was not enough. Without discipline to guide it, even the sharpest mind could falter. Determined to change his ways, Liam sought out help from an unlikely source. Coach Anderson, the school's archery instructor. Known for his strict methods and unwavering focus, Coach Anderson was not one to suffer fools gladly, but something in Liam's earnest plea for guidance touched the old coach's heart. "Meet me at the range tomorrow at dawn," Coach Anderson said gruffly, "and leave your phone at home." The next morning, as the first rays of sunlight painted the sky, Liam found himself standing before a target, bow in hand. Coach Anderson's voice cut through the crisp air. "Focus, boy. Your eyes should see nothing but the bullseye." For hours, Liam practiced drawing the bow, aiming and releasing. And with each arrow that missed its mark, his frustration grew. But Coach Anderson remained patient, guiding Liam's form and correcting his stance. "The bow and arrow are just tools," the coach explained. "The real weapon is your mind. Learn to control it, and you'll hit your target every time." As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Liam's arrows began to find their mark more consistently. With each successful shot, he felt a sense of accomplishment that had eluded him for so long. At the end of the session, Coach Anderson sat Liam down and shared with him 4 golden rules of discipline. First, control your thoughts. Your mind will wander, but you must learn to bring it back to the task at hand. Second, establish a routine and stick to it. Consistency breeds excellence. Third, eliminate distractions. Your phone, your games, your daydreams, they're all arrows flying off course. And finally, practice every day. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Liam took these words to heart, determined to apply them to every aspect of his life. He created a study schedule and followed it religiously. His phone found a new home in a drawer during study hours. When his mind began to wander, he gently but firmly guided it back to his books. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The change in Liam was remarkable. His grades improved, and his teachers noticed a new level of engagement in class. But the real test came with the next big exam. This time, as Liam sat down to take the test, there was no panic, no regret. He felt prepared, focused, and confident. As he worked through each question, he could almost hear Coach Anderson's voice reminding him to keep his eyes on the target. When the results were announced, Liam's name was at the top of the list. His friends cheered, his parents beamed with pride, and even Coach Anderson allowed himself a rare smile. But for Liam, the greatest reward was the sense of accomplishment he felt within himself. As he reflected on his journey, Liam realized that his mind had been like a wild horse, full of potential but directionless. It was discipline that had finally given him the reins, allowing him to guide his talents towards success. From that day forward, Liam carried with him a new understanding. Intelligence was a gift, but discipline was the key that unlocked its true potential. With both working in harmony, he knew that any target he set his sights on was within reach. And so, dear friends, remember Liam's story when you face your own challenges. The mind is indeed like a wild horse, full of energy and possibility, but it is discipline that will guide it along the path to success. Train your mind, change your life, and watch as the impossible becomes possible. From that day on, Ethan lived by one rule. Train your mind with discipline, and success will always follow you. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more motivational stories.